football calendar. Two teams that have earned their right to play for the championship of the ACC. Think about all the playoff and national championship dreams that have been launched from this stadium. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well. So the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see the number 15 team in the country, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the second-ranked team, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So Florida State's offense comes on the field first today. And here he comes, the quarterback, all eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
This guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity, and that usually means their opposition is in trouble.
The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Jones. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw, and you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee, a quarterback that can make throws like this.
The Seminoles come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Caught in the backfield. It's Winston. He's found some room with the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Florida State. Setting the tone early, Kirk. How about the execution? Opening drive of a conference championship game.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So Syracuse's offense gets their first crack now. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. A completion sets up a second down play. Press coverage now from these DBs. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense in hurry-up mode. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. No fair catch. He feels the punt. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking to throw. It's Jones. And the ball is hauled in. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. The completion makes it second down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Trucks through the defender. And moves the ball to the 37 for a first down.
Boy, another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. I tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lofting it toward the left sideline. What a diving catch way downfield. Big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And the Seminoles line up on 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Second down, looking to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, this offense was looking for a big play, and I think this quarterback's eyes lit up when he realized there's nobody in front of him. He takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Tailback tests the middle of the defense. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Knowles.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. And he lobs it deep down the middle. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They finally make the tackle, but the big... midfield to the 47.
Boy, that's got to be a breakdown in coverage or a missed assignment. There's no way that a receiver should be that wide open.
Syracuse lines up quickly. They look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
First down, looking to throw the football. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
There's a timeout on the field. The coach wants the officials to take another look at that one. Thinks he might get an overturn. Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see it. And now here comes the point after attempt. With the extra point, they're down 14-7 now. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return begins inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive. Right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And that will pick up the first down. They'll spot it at 38.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And tell you, you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson, most recently, a big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warrick. And going back to Fred Biletnikoff, who played, of course, in Florida State.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Scanning the field, it's Jones. Looking right, this one caught. They get him down to wrap up the first period of play. As we break for the quarter, Kirk, Florida State is on top. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end.
That's a good job here staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second manageable here for this offense.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll try the option play here. And they finally get him down, but the quarterback keeper there picks up a big chunk and a first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Delay of game. Offense.
Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. Second down play coming up. To throw, it's Jones. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They finally get him down, but a solid gain on that screen pass. Good call there.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Weinke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. Man, so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
And the Noles with 1st and 10 here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Dumps it down to the back. Clock. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Yeah, you know this defense is going to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. He'll hand it off. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. They'll try to run for the first down. Touchdown, Seminoles. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Methodical but effective for probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now two-possession lead. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Looking to pass here on second down. It's an out route. The catch made. That is a huge play. Finally brought down to the 46-yard line. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field. Offense getting set. It's second down. BB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Looking to throw it again. This time a completion. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Crucial third down play right here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets
is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
There we go. The defense is able to finally get some pressure on this guy. That's one way to slow him down. He has had one heck of a drive, but this time, give the defense some credit for getting after it.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. And he drops back in the gun. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Makes the grab. Can he get there? And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Orangemen.
Love to watch this. In this kind of situation, he's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Extra point splits the uprights. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Finally brought down, but the gain moves it to the 44.
I mean, the defense knew coming into this game that this guy was going to be a handful. They got to change things up. This guy's already got over 100 yards in this game, and we're in the first half.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Back to throw. It's Jones. Short pass finds the tight end. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Gets made on the out route. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. One more play before they head to the locker room. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold it.
Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And that is no good. And the lead remains at 7 after the miss. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Noles will kick this away to begin the second half. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. First play of the drive now from the 25. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Stopped right there at the line, no gain. Syracuse lines up quickly.
Well, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground. It's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
They get him down, but the gain moves the ball under to 36. Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. Syracuse getting set now with a 1st and 10. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. No huddle now for the offense. Press coverage now from the secondary. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. New center down to the offense, 1st and 10.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. And it doesn't matter where it's come.
They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game. And another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, this offense has really been moving the ball at will on this drive. And a nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
Team now on to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. The punt flies out of bounds. They'll spot this around the 25-yard line. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to scramble now. And the senior calls his own number. Keeps this drive moving.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Going for a big play downfield. The catch is made inside the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Well, this offense did everything right in that first half. Really put on a clinic, and here we are coming out to start the second half. The opening drive, so much for the defense making adjustments. Put another touchdown up on the board.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to put this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away, and they begin to click now. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the running back takes the handoff. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8. Syracuse lines up quickly. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive down multiple scores. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Oh, the pass is picked off. Look out, he's got some space. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Now it's second down here.
Let's go.
They call the counter play here. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? He's going to hand this off. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Seminoles looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. As we break for the quarter, Kirk, Florida State is on top. They got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's review how we got here. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up second and goal. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Ball carrier tackled there.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
Trying to throw for it on third and goal. And he finds his tight end for the catch. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, you got third down. The offense has the advantage here on third down to be able to get the ball downfield. They make the completion, but this defense is just flying around. They make the catch, but they have nowhere to go after.
Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. And the importance of this attempt, if he makes it, it's now a 3-score game. And that one is no good. Lead remains at 14 after the miss.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. It's a short return. They make the tackle at the 25, but what a play for this defense.
First and 10.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They'll hand it off. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
Great job by the running back of staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are...
Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Knowles. That's another touchdown for the running back, and they've got one hand in that conference championship trophy now.
Man, this running back is just adding up the touchdowns. You know, the whole conference knows about this guy and what he's capable of doing, and here he is, the big stage in a championship game, showcasing everything he's got in the toolbox.
And they'll set up for the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. With the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Slides down to avoid the tackle. Syracuse lines up quickly.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Slides to avoid the big hit. First down here for this offense.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense?
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. Syracuse getting set now with a 1st and 10.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Who makes the grab? Physical run earns the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here.
And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Seminoles. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
How about the risky call here by this offense? I love that they're going for it on 4th down. Not so sure about the play call. The defense was not fooled at all. Steps in front of this throw for a nice touchdown.
Point after, up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here. Just playing for pride at this point. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Here's the throw deep downfield. And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, but they couldn't use that when this football game was still in doubt.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the 4th quarter. You're down big, but who knows? Make a big play, try to get in the end zone, maybe get an onside kick.
Sideline route, but he's out of bounds before the first down marker.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space, and a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
Caught near the goal line, and he's in. Touchdown, Syracuse. Well, the defense has had no answer for this pitch-and-catch combination. They are closing in on the conference championship.
You know, the receiver's coming up with a lot of these touchdowns, but I really want to focus in on this quarterback because he's making such good decisions with the football. He's finding his guy. They're moving him around, finding different ways to get him the ball, and I just love to see the quarterback. Anytime you're making good decisions and you're making accurate throws, you got a chance for a big game.
Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Same tailback, another carry. And a short run there to end the game. What a special year and a moment these players will never forget. After all they put into this, they can now call themselves champions of the ACC. With the playoff spot locked up, we're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they pursue now a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.